Hi, this is Paige here. I'm going to be giving you a short series of lessons centered around an etude that John Pattatuci wrote in the key of C major. And it's going to be fun because I'm going to be doing it on my fretless bass. Now, I don't play a lot of fretless, so this will be pushing me some. But just a couple things. If you are playing fretless, I have lines on my fretless bass. Fretless basses come with lines or no lines. I opted to have lines on this bass because I don't play it that often, and I really need the reference. So it doesn't affect the way a bass sounds, unless you consider the fact that maybe I can hit my notes where I'm supposed to, and the notes sound better because they're in tune. It does affect your sound in that regard, I guess. But anyway, back to this. Every song you learn, I don't care what instrument you play, every song presents a series of puzzles for you to solve in order for you to play that piece of music. Rarely is there just one right answer. The right answer is the one that works for you. And there's several ways to approach almost any piece of music. In this series of lessons, I'm going to present to you what I think are the most efficient ways to approach playing this music that John Pattatuci wrote. You may decide to do something different, or you may like to play it a different way. I'm a big fan of positional playing. Once I identify a song is in the key of C, for instance, this Etude's in the key of C, I got a couple different things. I can play the C major scale here. But if you notice this piece of music, the first couple bars down here, it goes all the way up to a high G. That's going to be kind of hard to get to from here. Plus there's like a D, and there's an E, and a G. Up high, kind of hard to get there. So I have to play the C major scale at a different place on my neck. Well, fortunately I can come to my fat E string, 8th fret. Right, D, and I keep going up. Everything is within reach. The first 4 bars, everything is within reach here. So that is where I'm going to play this first 4 bars. I'm going to play it in this position. Now, why am I a big fan of positional playing? Well, it's personal. I'm dyslexic. Now, I've conquered a lot of it. It only pops up now if I'm really under stress. But when I was much younger, I found it very difficult to read. And I had to find another way to decipher these things called words. I couldn't do the phonetic spelling. I couldn't do bass, B-A-S. I couldn't phonetically sound it out and figure the word out. I had to learn that the word bass, B-A-S-S, and look at it as a picture, as a whole picture. Oh, this is what the word bass looks like. This is what the word music looks like. This is what, you get the idea. Back when I was in school, they didn't have these little pictures on the doors of girls' and boys' bathrooms. The little silhouette with the skirt and the silhouette without a skirt. I had to learn that the word girl looks like this, and the word boy looks like that. So that's carried over into my guitar playing. When I started playing guitar and bass, I was really confused because there was lots of all these notes and strong strings of names, letters, and numbers. Holy mackerel. But I began to learn that there are patterns and shapes, and that appeals to me because of my dyslexia. So I'm a big fan of positional playing. So what I do is I look at a piece of music, for instance, and I see this etude. It's in the key of C major. Good. So I know where the C major scale is, like I played for you before. It's down here. I can play it here on the 8th fret of the fat E string. So next thing is I look at this piece of music and I go, all right, which one of those 2 places do I want to work out of? Which one of those 2 positions do I want to work out of? Well, you can see by the music, Pattatuci's music, that there is a high G there in measure 3, There's an E and a D. So here's G, here's E, here's D, or D. So I have to make a few decisions. So, well, it looks like the first 4 bars I'm going to be playing primarily out of this position, off the 8th fret of my fat E string, with my second finger being the anchor for that form. Does that make sense? All right. So here is the C major scale using this shape or this position. It's a 4-finger pattern, and I'm going to use my second finger on the 8th fret of the fat E string. So if I call out finger numbers and strings, it looks like this. Second finger, 4th finger, A string. First finger, second finger, 4th finger. D string, 1st finger. 3rd finger, 4th finger. G string, if I keep going up, 1st finger. Now I'm going to shift. Instead of going 3rd finger here, I'm going to use my second finger. So I have that's the primary position we're going to be working out of for the first 4 bars of this. All right, I'll be right back.